Okay, so on today's episode, I don't want to talk too much. I'm not really feeling too well. So I don't want to talk too much. I just want to keep it short and concise. So get your pen and your paper and let me ask you all a question that needs an urgent answer, which is what is the obsession in a relationship? Hello, family. If this is your first time stopping by, you're welcome. My name is Idara George, and I am a YouTuber. You might like to check what my channel is all about. It's all about lifestyle, vlogging. We have a lot of conversations here on topics that I think really needs to be dissected and basically navigate my 20s with me. And if this is not your first time stopping by, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. You're my GSG. I feel you. I feel you. On today's episode of What is the Obsession of Being in a Relationship? I have noticed that there is a recent obsession of young people wanting to be in a relationship, and this is it's a matter of concern because why is there a very deep hunger for romantic relationships? Like, it's more like if you do not have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, there's something wrong with you. You guys despise your single years and single periods so much as if there's something wrong with being single. It looks like it is totally abnormal to not be dating in this generation. Like, and the way some of you are pressured, you're just getting into the relationships for very wrong reasons to feel among. When young boys get into university and then they get into cult groups, they get into there because they want to have a feeling of belonging, because they cannot stand alone, they cannot work alone. They feel like they need to be in a crowd, to belong. I feel like this is the same thing with relationships. I feel like a lot of young people enter relationships for the very wrong reasons, to feel among, to have what's the gist when they are speaking with their friends, which is something I've experienced. I remember the first boyfriend I had back in secondary school. I entered into that relationship because of peer pressure. All my friends were in some kind of relationships back then. And, just because I had to have something to say, I got into a relationship, for peer pressure. In case you despise your single years, let me let you understand what your single years helps you to to achieve. Number one, emotional independence. Get your pen and your papers. Emotional independence. A lot of you all have a problem with being emotionally independent. And maybe it's not talked about enough. You always feel like you need to be codependent on someone else. You have to be fixing your emotions, your feelings, into someone else. Somebody else has to be in control or in some kind of charge of your emotions. Because when you are in a relationship, your partner has a high control over your emotions. So you give somebody the authority to be in control of your emotions when you're in a relationship, because they will literally do something, it would piss you off, it would hurt you, something that is not supposed to. If you were not in a relationship, all these things will not get to you. The problem that you cannot navigate your feelings alone. Speak to God. Control your emotions. You don't always need a partner or you people have codependency issues. You have clinginess issues. You always want to be clinging, always want to... I am not even saying this is totally bad. You can get to that point, but like, you can't always be like that. That's why a lot of you will be switching from one relationship to the other. When once this relationship is as if it's ending, you already have the next person on the line, because you cannot stay on your own. You cannot be on your own, and it's a problem. I know you may not realize you have a problem, but you have a problem. You really do. If you don't know how to be single and be okay, you have a problem. Number two, it deepens self-realization. Being single or your single years deepens your self-realization. You get to know yourself. Look, when you are in a relationship with someone, you get influenced by the person. You pick up their habit. I've said this once on this channel. When you are not in a relationship, when it's just you know where your influence is coming from. You begin to realize things about yourself. It just deepens a strong bond between you and your inner person. Because your energy, you're channeling it on yourself. You're focusing that energy on yourself. You're focusing on yourself. You're not focusing on channeling your energy on someone else. Number 3, deepens friendship bonds. A lot of you all do not understand any kind of love. There are different types of love. That is an assignment for you. Go and Google it and submit the assignment in the comment section. The only type of love you know is romantic love. You don't know there's something called agape. You don't know any type of love. If it is not romantically related, you do not understand it. That is why it is very rare for you to see a boy and a girl being friends without you automatically thinking they have something to do together. Because in your head, everything is romance. Everything is romantic. It deepens friendship bond. You need to have friends. A lot of you, when you get into relationships, you automatically don't know that you have friends anymore. No, I've seen it happen. You don't even have time for your friends. I had this friend, she was once in a relationship, and anytime we had to hang out together, she has to take permission from her boyfriend. She cannot leave him to hang out with us and all those kind of excuses. As a young person that you're missing hangouts with your girlfriend because you're in some relationships. You don't have deepening bonds with your friends. Number 4, it helps you to focus on yourself. There is a lot of noise in the world. Personally, I am going through a hell of a noise. There is noise everywhere. It's so easy for you to lose focus on your journey. It's so easy to lose focus on yourself. And we cannot afford to lose focus on ourselves at this point in our lives. But when you're in a relationship, you kind of lose focus on yourself because you kind of focus on another person. You cannot afford to be focusing on yourself and another person. Do you know the point in your life you are in? This is the point in your life you need to be single, in case you're not aware. So if you're single, it should not bother you. Do not see it as a problem. There's no rush. This is a point in your life that you're trying to discover yourself. I'm trying to build myself. I'm trying to get financial stability. I'm trying to know what I'm supposed to do. And then you're telling me that I should think for myself and think for a girl. You're telling me I should think for myself and think for a man. I am too focused building me to be focused building me and another person. So it helps you to focus on yourself. It will save your time, energy, resources, and money. So if you are not in a relationship, there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. They are going to pressure you, but don't panic. I have said this before in this channel. If anybody is pressuring you with their relationship, mute them. Mute them. I'm too focused on my life. Like the rate at which I'm focused on my life, relationships it's not my problem. It's not something I am. Yeah, I want to get married. I want to have a serious relationship, but not now. You get like I I have always said this. I do not understand how people do romance without finances. There are a lot of things to figure out. You don't even have your finances figured out. If anything, you should have your finances figured out. I saw one post on TikTok and the person said, girl, what you need now is a job, not a man. And I couldn't agree less. Because a lot of you all wake up and think it's a man you need. You don't need a man, you need a job. Like me, I don't need a man, I need a job, I need money. Okay? You need to be able to afford your test and your lifestyle, okay? At least to some extent. You cannot just relationships. The obsession is overwhelming, it's alarming. No shades. if you are already in a relationship, kudos to you. Just make sure you do not lose yourself in there, because a lot of you all go in there and lose yourselves. And you know, I am your online sister and I care a lot about you. I don't want you losing yourself, because this point in your life is very crucial. Okay, I want you focusing on yourself and your growth. I want us growing together on this channel. The obsession of being in a relationship, you guys should reduce it. You guys should curtail it. It's lovely to have someone to, you know, tell how your day went and share stuff with, you know, experiences. That's why you all have your family. That's what your friends are for. To be able to share stuff with your friends and be like, oh, my day went, blah, blah, blah. That's what your siblings are for. That is what all those people in your life are for. You don't necessarily need to have a romantic partner to, you know, before you can share your life. Anyway, this is my personal opinion. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you will be notified anytime I upload a new video. And yes, submit your assignment on the comment in the comment section. What was the assignment? The assignment was different types of love apart from romantic love, aro love, which is what all of you seem to know. So go do the assignment and submit it in the comment section. Thank you so much. Bye, guys. Mwah.